Devon!
William Lee Adams!
Hey! As of January 28th, we knew 5 songs and singers for Eurovision 2017, so it's time to go back and forth and name our top 3. Are you ready?
Let's do this!
Devon, the 5 countries to reveal are Albania with Lindita, Halimi, and the song Botë. Belarus with Naviband and the incomprehensible and Belarusian story of my life. Georgia's Tako Gachechiladze with Keep the Faith. Finland's Norma with Blackbird. And who's the last one?
United Kingdom, Lucie Jones, and the song is...
Never Give Up On You. She's our homegirl here in the UK. Why don't you kick us off with your number 3?
My homegirl. I'll never give up on you. You know that I've got to lose.
Just give me your hand and hold on. Together we'll dance through this storm. I will never give up on you. You're the one that I'm running to.
Emily DeForest wrote the song. I'm still in love with her. Bringing the contest to Copenhagen, joined us in 2014. And she is a credible songwriter with this effort. She's my number 3, Lucie Jones.
What about her performance do you like?
I like her performance. I actually think her performance is actually stronger than her studio cut, which is what we both judged earlier. Her performance is really strong. As a live product, she's really brilliant, and she's taken all the positive criticism from X Factor and incorporated it into her Eurovision run. I'm curious to know what your number 3 is, though.
My number 3 is...
Drum roll!
Same! Our homegirl, Lucie Jones. Now listen, I didn't like the studio version. I said that very clearly in the video with you. I thought it was flat and boring. But Lucie Jones, she's in Rent, she's in Legally Blonde. She is used to delivering live. She does it every single day. She gave this life, she gave this texture, she gave this soul. And most importantly, she gave this emotion. You really did feel like she was singing to you. She was like looking into your eyes. She was drawing on some personal experience because I don't believe you could sing that song the way she did unless you had those feelings, deep down in your soul. It was just stunning. I thought she looked great, she sounded great. She was the very clear winner of that night. I think that with good staging at Eurovision, she could surprise her haters. But you know what? She's already listening to people who don't like the song because she said, there are tweaks out there that we can do, people are suggesting things and, we're going to consider them. She's open-minded. I think she's a lovely person. She's a professional. She understands criticism, whereas some people just get offended, but she doesn't. She doesn't get bitter, she gets better. And yeah, she's won me over.
And the other thing to note, quite often we credit singer-songwriters because they draw from personal experiences, but she is a live act. her studio cut, to be fair to you, is somewhat sterile. But live, this girl
takes it to another
level!
Now look, just a final point. I said this in a previous video, but she portrayed Elle Woods in Legally Blonde, and everyone doubts Elle Woods, then guess what? Elle Woods goes
went to Harvard!
In any case, it is time to move on to our number 2.
Mine has got to be Keep the Faith, honey.
Keep the faith. Keep the faith. Remember you're not alone. Hold my hand and come along. You keep the faith.
Keep the Faith. I have to say, Georgia steps it up for me. And Tako is just sublime.
I thought you were going to say delicious. Do you think that song will do well at Eurovision?
I think with the right staging it will. And it's Eurovision again, it's also about latching onto, the feel and the movement currently. And politics can sway that. And she does. She can be interpreted in that way. Jamala latched onto, there was a feeling that was going on and people kind of got behind Ukraine. And I think Tako is not far from that.
My number 2 is Blackbird, Finland.
You sing when my heart's sad now. Now you remind me of something I'll never have. So Blackbird, don't
you were in Helsinki, William.
Yeah. So I was on the UK jury, I was head of UK jury, and in the judging room, there were only 2 songs where everyone went silent, and one of them was Blackbird. And a lot of people were surprised because many other jurors, like myself, didn't like the studio version. It felt flat. But again, with staging and live vocals, it's transformative. You know, we always talk about versions. You have studio version, you have live version, and you have live version on stage, and they can all draw out different reactions. And thankfully, in this instance, the final one, live version plus stage, really just blew it up. It was amazing. She looked like a blackbird. There was all that smoke on the floor, like the LED illusions. It was just stunning. You got lost. There was the piano segment. The fact that there's that long piano interlude and I was still engaged says a lot. There were no words. There was just emotion. There was soul. There was real feeling. I mean, the symbolism of blackbirds has a rich and long history. It can mean so many things. And to me that night, I felt like there was just meaning pouring out of every orifice. And so when I got up there and I delivered the 12 points for Finland, I looked excited, or not for Finland, for Norma John, I looked excited, and I was, because they were the clear, deserving winner, and they won the televote and the jury. It was just stunning.
And I have to say, it takes a lot to overturn your prejudgment. So if you already have a clear favorite, but you know, I mean, that's what's being true to yourself is you have to say, you know, actually, this was my favorite leading up to now, but now that I've seen everything in its totality, this is now my new favorite.
Yeah, you're judging a live performance, you're not judging the studio version. And you know, that's the danger. Like, we do videos on the studio versions because that's what we have. So you have to go with what you have. But you know, people's opinions change all the time about everything. So why should Eurovision be any different? In any case, my one concern though is that the first half of the first semi-final, following the running order draw, we already have, I believe, Albania, Finland, and Georgia. So you got a lot of screaming women, and it's going to be tough to stand out.
Yeah, it's going to be a nasty call.
Producers need to space them out.
It's going to be nasty.
Game of Thrones or Hunger Games. In any case, we move on to your number 1.
OMG, you can take a wild guess. She's in semi-final 1. She's a screaming woman.
Albania!
Lindita Halimi. Oh my god. You know what? If Jennifer Lopez can have a reaction, well, so can I. She's my absolute clear favorite. I say this with reservation though, because I know the song is going through some kind of evolution and I'm so fearful. I hope it's gonna be better.
You know, I actually think, given today's running order draw, I think the revamp is very wise, because think about it, there are already lots of women singing ballads in that section, and so it might, Albania is often a borderline qualifier. You know, often, or it comes very low. So you need to stand out. Vocally, she's on point. She is on point. You cannot fault her.
Kills it all the time.
Charisma, she has it all. The thing is, the song in its current form was written for FIC, and she said this herself. It was written for a specific competition, and she's a smart woman. She knows she needs to kind of tweak for Eurovision. So I'm not gonna basically, I'm not judging her. I'm judging her song, and at the moment, her song isn't my favorite, but I know the revamp is gonna kill it. I know it.
And we have to work on what we currently have.
I believe in Lindita Halimi.
But still, she's my number 1.
So, my number 1 is Belarus.
That's a surprise.
No, Belarus is good. I'm sorry,
That is a surprise.
So far we have 4 ballads.
Navi.
And then we have Belarus. Happy, uplifting, inspiring, you know, energetic. It stands out. Will it continue to stand out through the rest of the season as more songs are revealed?
Time will tell.
Time will tell, but for now, this is my clear number 1. I love the authenticity, I love the vibrancy, I love how the female singer is looking in the camera and saying, come along, well baby, I'm coming along for that ride. This is just so feel good. I've listened to it about 1 million times, and the whole hey, Belarusian hoedown does not get old. It just gives me life every time. I really, really like this.
I must admit, your choices this year surprise me.
Why does that surprise you?
I can't argue against Finland, UMK, Blackbird, because I wasn't in Helsinki, you were, and I know how different, and I'm glad you put that out, because again, stage, being there in the arena, again, is very different from how you view it on television, so...
And particularly the studio version on,
Yeah, so like for like, we're not drawing comparisons, but we are drawing comparisons on Belarus like for like. And I'm surprised you picked that. I'm surprised that comes out as your favorite.
Listen, a lot of people love Belarus this year, and a lot of people think Belarus will go to the final, and a lot of people think they can make the top 10. And at the moment, I would definitely side with them. This is the best Belarusian entry ever.
Oh, William!
You're gonna say Cold Doom, Magic.
Yes!
It's a good song.
2007.
It's a strong entry. I think this is better.
Work your magic.
In any case,
What do you think?
Yes, that's our top 3. What's yours? And who's your 4 and 5 while you're at it? You can let us know here on wiwibloggs.
Please like, please subscribe, and please follow us on all the social media channels, and they are
Twitter, Facebook, Pinterest, Instagram, Snapchat, Tumblr,
YouTube!
We'll see you later.
Bye!